Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be across this beautiful blue-green globe of ours. Welcome to Real News Live. I am your host, Mike Barra, in Las Vegas, Nevada, joined as I always am every Tell the Truth Wednesday by my co-host, the lovely lady with the lustrous hair. Let me get the finger right. Jennifer Flaw-Doring in Hayden, Idaho. Jen, how are you on this wonderful Wednesday?
Really excited. Very good.
Really excited. So we only have about 50 minutes with Jen, so we're going to try to power through things. Go to the CBD Gurus. Go to MikeBarraPets.com. You guys are not buying enough MikeBarraPets.com. They're wonderful products for your pets and for yourself. Go over there and get them. So we're going to skip a lot of that stuff today. All right, here's the news. The news is out that Iraq has delayed the release of their budget. They've done this because they claim that there's some defects in the calculations. That's almost certainly a lie. And it's put off until after the next EID fucking holiday, whenever that fucking is, probably September, October. On the surface, that is catastrophically bad news because everybody expected there to be a rate today. However, I would like to remind you of a couple of things. Couple of things that are important. Number one, Kuwait said the day of their revaluation in 1998, we are not revaluing our currency for the next 3 to 6 months or even 2 or 3 years. And they revalued like 2 hours later. So that's one thing to keep in mind. The other thing is that Jen has always told you the process is that we exchange first before there's a public rate. Now, if they had published this in the Gazette today, there would be a public rate. When there's a public rate, there's going to be minions coming out. There's going to be chaos. There's going to be attempts to stop the transition to gold. So Jen's timeline was always that we would get our notifications first. They would get us all through the exchanges before they made anything public. And the tier 5 people, that's what this would do, would go public. So you can look at it and say it's not necessarily a bad thing that we didn't get a rate today because that was asymmetric to the timeline that Jen thinks she has figured out. Behind the scenes, we continue to have positive processes with bond people. I didn't have a chance to watch Mark's show this morning. I called him. Unfortunately, he was still on the air with Andy. And I have not since discussed it with him. So I don't know what he shared today. I can tell you that my contact, the so-called bondholder, continues to believe that he will get paid today. And by that, I mean have liquid funds in his account from his commission on his bond sales. My other contacts, there's a banking person. They were shocked that it was not in the Gazette today. But remember, Wolvie is all into the greatest transfer of wealth. But remember that the bankers were shocked. But again, they don't know Jen's timeline, and nobody knows the process. So if the process is that there are private exchanges first, and then after 2 weeks or so of getting that all done, the tier 4A and 4B people, that's us, then the timeline hasn't been scuttled. If, however, the Iraqi dinar has to go public before we can do any of this stuff, then the timeline has been scuttled. So we don't know where we're at. If my bond guy gets paid, if I get news that he's been paid, then we are go. Jen, got anything? I know you haven't done any Gentel meditation today, but what else? Anything? Are you getting anything as I'm talking out this scenario or not?
Well, I say it's Gentel confirmed because I told you what recently that I don't think we're going to get a public rate. I think that tier 4B is behind the scenes as well.
Mm-hmm.
In tier 4, you got a lot of currency and a lot of bonds to pull in, and you don't need anything screwing that up. And if they put out a public rate right now, all hell's going to break loose. It's not going to be able to be controlled. Also, the Treasury has contracted with redemption centers and banks to get certain rates. Okay. Now, if you put out a public, so they want people to go to the redemption centers. You put out a public, there's going to be a ton of people rushing to banks,
Right.
doing it outside.
And you're not going to be safe going to redemption centers either, because people will be trying to intercept.
Now, when you exchange, from what we got, you're going to have this account, a treasury account with gold-backed dollars in it, right? Probably calculated in fiat. It's going to be put in there. Now we've got some kind of hold. I've seen it many times in the readings, some kind of wait. Okay, what are we waiting for? Well, you're waiting for the United States to go to gold. Okay, and they loan you the 1% to get you by, to help you out, to whatever, get you through, through the waiting. But if the United States goes to gold at a certain time, and we've heard things about everything happening at once, for the average public, you're going to have a big exchange process for that. Mm-hmm. So if maybe they're holding off that rate until everybody's ready to say, yep, we're going to gold. Yeah, we're going to gold. Yeah, we're going to gold. Everybody's going to gold. But there's a lot of money in tier 4 that needs to get in first. And there's a lot of contracts that need to be fulfilled. And they don't want you taking your foreign currency and bonds into a regular bank and doing it there. Okay. So I say that's good news. I say it's confirmation. I say that, okay, I smiled when I saw that this morning. I was like, okay. So how long are we waiting for that? Is that enough time for an exchange process? Could be.
Yeah. They're saying now, Bernie's saying that Eid al-Ayed, whatever it is the 17th of June, but it usually lasts for 2 or 3 days. So actually, so it won't be actually, if we were to start doing private exchanges this week, it would fit with that timeline, that they would not have a public rate until afterwards. That would give us about
so realistically, let's say notifications if they came out tonight, whatever.
Yeah.
So they have their holiday. It's a 3-day holiday. You're in a week. There's a week wait. Then we got to wait for Iraq to get around, and it takes them forever to do anything. So that's probably a 2-week window. What do you got during that 2-week window? You got a whole lot of distractions. You got ships in the harbors and all kinds of stuff going on, and trials and news and everything else, and quiet in Iraq, and everybody goes in and exchanges.
And meanwhile, we're doing our exchanges. Yeah.
Then they're free, and contracts have been fulfilled, and people have been paid, and now we're waiting. We got our big amount in the treasury account. We've got a 1%. And now we can write it out and watch the show. And then they do the public rate, and then you have the public exchanges, and then we pull the bad guy out of the White House, and then we get all this news, and everything's going to crap, and oh my God, we have to go to gold. And okay, flip the switch, we've gone to gold, and so now we have our public exchange process. So I'm not worried about it at all.
Okay, so you feel good about this. You don't feel like it's bad. Smooth following QEL around the world, says my calendar says Eid al-Adha begins at sunset their time on the 17th. Okay. I don't care when it begins. I care when it ends, because you're saying there's not going to be a rate until after then. And it's public rate. So we're still alive.
How long does that last?
Like 2 or 3 days, I think. I don't think it's a month. Like
anyone knows. Put it out.
I just can't wait till the time when I never have to give a shit about an Arab holiday again in my entire life, like ever. Can't wait for that moment that I don't have to care anymore. So yeah, I guess we'll see. Certainly that is not what a lot of people were expecting. So anybody who doesn't see this from the redemption center side, there's people like TNT Tony who think you're going to be dealing with banks. They know about redemption centers, but they're not sure. They're sort of the cabal influence.
Well, that's kind of confusing because we don't exactly know what that's going to look like. You might be sent to a redemption center. You might be sent to a bank. They're all contracted. I mean, you might go to a bank and they've got redemption people in there. So the location really doesn't matter. They're contracted with the Treasury and promise certain rates for exchange, promise certain commissions, and we get that done. We pull it in. Treasury.
So we can go ahead and do that. You're saying you're still saying we can go ahead and do that then without there being a public raid in Iraq.
Yeah.
By the way, did you see that Mark said Jen's Gentel is eerily correct? He said.
I did.
That's cute.
That was nice, Mark. Thank you.
Yeah.
Eerily, I prefer divinely correct.
Divinely correct.
But I can see where it would freak some people out, if you haven't been paying attention.
Yeah. The Cheese Man is saying, Iraq has nothing to do with when the RV will happen. That's true. But there still has to be a public show because they have to sell the public show. And if the public show were happening today, it would be exciting.
Well, if everybody else has been done behind the scenes, and we're considered one of those tiers, one of those groups, and then what's the last tier?
Tier 5. That's the general public who doesn't even know that this exists, and that's what Iraq publishing in the Gazette is for. That's the Tier 5 kickoff.
That's what I'm
But
thinking.
it also kicks off the political.
And then we're going to have all kinds of distractions.
Yeah.
All kinds of distractions. And then it's going to rev up and everybody's going to be like, oh my God, what's going on? What's going on? We need change. We need change. And like, okay, here's your change.
Yeah. And it kicks off the political chaos as well. So, all right, guys, we are going to skip the normal promos. I really do want you to visit the CBD Gurus, discount code ALIEN for Mike Barra Wholesale. I really want you to go to MikeBarraPets.com. Pick up all kinds of wonderful mushroom-based products for your health and your pet's health. Cats, dogs, horses, and people can get help through them. Go there. And Jen, do you want to do JenniferFallah.com? We can do JenniferFallah.com. Right?
Well, I'd just like to tell everybody, you can go to JenniferFallah.com. You can get a reading or a healing or the classes from me. But right now the special is 15-minute for $49. It's a Father's Day special. You can't get it for yourself. I can't issue you gift cards at that rate to send. And I have caught up with the emails except for yesterday, and I will be monitoring that, get those gift cards out to you. But Saturday's almost full. I'm scheduling, except for the people that are in the emails that purchased yesterday. So I can book some of these for the day before Father's Day, this Saturday. Or he can book anytime, but it's basically 15-minute sale. You can get those. I don't always offer the 15-minute readings, but I did because they're cheaper. Okay.
That's right. People like that. People like paying less.
Mm-hmm. Go to JenniferFallah.com.
Okay, that is what's happening over on JenniferFallah.com. Oh, why'd you get? Oh, you got bigger.
I don't.
Okay, guys, I am going to remind you again that if you have a question for Jen, we decided to just whip questions because she's got to get out of here at 11. She has a reading. Questions for Jen must include your real name and the name of the person or the pet that you are asking about. Okay, that is important. The other thing is, please slide over to Rumble. Slide over to Real News Live with Mike and Jen. This is the new channel. I don't know how to explain this, except that, again, we thought we had a channel on Rumble. In fact, what we had was an account on Rumble, which Rumble doesn't treat like a channel, so it doesn't advertise. Now we have Real News Live with Mike and Jen, which is our channel. We only have 1,320 followers. We had about 4.5, almost 5,000 followers on the account channel, which was just Real News Live. Please, if you're a member of the account, slide over to Real News Live with Mike and Jen and follow us there and subscribe. I'm posting all the videos. I'm posting all the Jen shows. I don't think I have yesterday's show. I got to get that on there. I'm posting Jen's shows. I'm posting anything that's related to what we do here on Real News Live, Toxically Masculine Tuesday. You can see the live stream right there. So it's Real News Live with Mike and Jen on Rumble. And then if you are a subscriber for $5 a month, you get to get your questions answered first. So why don't we unshow that and make me normal sized? And we'll get over to Rumble and start working on the questions, Jen.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Let's start with K. Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. You get a little red castle next to your name if you are a subscriber. $5 a month subscriber. Kay wants to know if will her long distance romance work out?
I do see it working out for a while. I can't tell you if it's forever, but I don't see any problems right now.
Okay. Athanasios, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Athanasios. Athanasios wants to know, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Hi, Mike and Jen. Excuse me. Is there any other money coming to me unexpectedly outside of the RV anytime soon? Ananias.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple of things that are coming. Not big, but yeah.
I got a question. People are reporting that their student loans are being paid off, which is, Biden's writing off student loans, it's to buy votes. Is that actually part of the NASARA process?
No.
Okay. Or is he just buying votes? Okay.
Yeah. That part of it is no, the NASARA, you're going to start seeing credit cards zeroed out. You're going to start seeing.
Yeah, that's the thing. All I'm hearing is stories about student debts, and I'm like, I really would like to just get a notice that my mortgage is paid. Okay, cool. Raul, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Good morning, Mike and Jennifer. I have a question for Jen. My health hasn't been the greatest. Can you see what's wrong with me so I can try to take the steps to get better? This is Raul. Excuse me.
And you get blood tests, and then you also need, because there's something off in your system, and you also need to get with an allergist. There's something that's not agreeing with you. It just kind of keeps you feeling poorly all the time. And then you should get your blood tested because there's something off with the blood, either anemia or diabetes or something like that is going on with the blood.
Okay. There was a freeze up there temporarily.
Okay, so you need to have the blood tested. You've either got something like anemia, or your blood counts numbers are off, or diabetes or something like that is off with the blood. And you also need to get with an allergist because something around you or that you're ingesting does not agree with you, and it's causing you problems. So that's what I got. Am I frozen or is he? Mike's frozen.
There you are. Jen, are you
Hi.
there?
I am.
Hi. Okay, I don't know what's going on, if it's at my end or your end, but we got most of that. So he needs to get blood tests and find out what's going on.
Blood test, allergist, something going on with your blood, something not agreeing with you. Okay.
I'm trying to fix your picture because you're frozen on my end. Let's make it go big. Let's make it go small. Let's take you out. Let's bring you back. You're still frozen. You're frozen, Jen. Okay, I don't care.
Am I frozen?
No, I can see you. I can hear you. I think everybody can hear you. Can you guys hear her, Jen?
Can you hear me? Some people are saying you're frozen.
Yeah, I know. That's the way it works. So it's probably at mine. Okay, let's go back over to the questions. Jen, this is Alicia, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber on Rumble. I'd like to know if you see me and my granddaughters buying and moving to the ranch of our dreams in Florida soon. Thank you. Alicia, will she be buying the ranch of her dreams in Florida?
Yes, but the timeline on that, I think I'm all the way over into February. So I don't know if it takes you well to find it, to do the deal, to get there, to move in, all that. But that is a yes. Process starts, let's see, it start this year? Yes. But really doesn't complete until, and you're not in there until like next year.
Guys, it's please stop sneaking in these RV questions, okay? It's like, that's kind of a sneaky RV question, Alicia. It's like we're telling you everything we can tell you. We're telling you everything we know. So, ask your question. Get something else out of it. Get another.
Let me just tell you something. This is what I've seen most often in the readings: is that people have the means to do so, but then at that point they don't. There's some period of time where everybody's laying low, and they're not doing a whole lot of big things. They're not buying a lot of houses, and they're not doing all these things. I assume that would be the NDA period.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's a point in time where everything just explodes with everybody, and everybody's out looking for what they want. And then the whole mindset of that is, well, when I wasn't so wealthy, I had ideas about what I want, but maybe we should just take a step back here and think about it a little bit. Take our time. What's the rush? And so these time periods, if I say, okay, well, I don't see you until February, it doesn't mean you don't have the funds available to do it until February. It doesn't mean the RV didn't happen. It just means for your personal timeline, somewhere along the way, you made decisions.
Yeah. You just decided to wait.
Yeah. Or you just couldn't find exactly what you wanted.
Okay. All right. Chris Loeb, Loeb, Chris Loeb, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber over on Rumble. The cookie jar is almost bare. I'm very stressed. I hope good news is coming soon. I hate to have to sell furniture. Not really a question. See Chris getting any financial relief besides the RV soon, or we can't guarantee the RV.
Gabriel said, just tell Chris he makes it work.
Make it work, Chris. All right. Gary, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Good morning, Mike and Jen. Jen, I purchased a 1946 blue Pengo Hungary banknote. Do you see a value at the redemption center, and will it go in the first round? Thank you, because they're talking about there being baskets of currency. I'm pretty sure the Pengo's in the first basket. So he wants to know, is there a value for a 1946 blue Pengo Hungary banknote? Any idea what it might be?
I don't want to stab at that. I mean, I'm hearing like 47 or something like that, but I have no idea.
If it's 47 cents or $47.
Yeah, 47 million, 47. I'm hearing something about 47.
Yeah. Okay. Karen, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. My son Chad is starting a business in Texas. Do you see it being successful?
Slow going. Typical. When you start a business, you want to consider the first year. First or second year, you're probably going to take a loss. Once he gets his feet wet and he gets used to things, yeah, it does pick up for him.
Good.
I do see longevity there.
Good. Jennifer Ward is now a $5 a month Little Red Castle subscriber. Thank you, Jennifer. Welcome.
Thank
we appreciate
you
it very much. Natalie Forrest, I think it's Natalie. $5 Rumble Rat. Yay. Gets a little gray whale. Hi, Natalie. Hi, Mike and Jen. Will my husband Thomas be happier in the home we are considering buying?
What was the first name again?
I think it's Natalie. I think. Nancy? Natalie? Forrest? Might be Nancy.
My husband be happier. That's a hard one with him. I think he kind of doesn't like change. I might like the place he's at now better, but we'll adjust. Yeah.
Okay. Gary, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. The insurance adjuster is coming out to look at our roof from the hailstorm we had. Will we get a new roof? Thank you, and God bless you. Gary wants to know if he's going to get a new roof.
Yeah, a big check.
Big check. Okay. Jackie, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Do you see me buying a condo by the end of the year?
Trying to get time on that. The answer is yes, but trying to get a time on that. November, I think.
Ooh. November. Magnum Mike, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Hi, Mike and Jen and fellow followers. I really hope we remain on the good timeline this week. Oh, there's not a question there. We do too, Mike. Thank you for being a subscriber.
I do too. As long as they don't start a freaking civil or worldwide war.
Yeah.
That's my only concern right now, to stop anything. But really don't think they can stop it, because once it's started, you can't really stop it.
Okay. Florida Girl, 111, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. 5 with a $5 Rumble rant says, hey, Jen. And we don't have her name, but we'll try to do our best. Hi, Jen. Debbie, my dog. Oh, her name is Debbie. Okay, so this is Debbie, $5 a month subscriber, Little Red Castle. My dog Dutch disappeared in December. Can you tell me what happened to him? Thanks for the insight. Debbie's dog Dutch.
It's really Susan Gratz's thing, but let me try. Not good at this. Ugh, I don't want to be the one to tell you this. I hate it when people ask me that. He got sideswiped by a car, got thrown into the bushes. Somebody disposed of him. I'm sorry.
I'm very sorry. Nothing worse than losing a pet, especially like that.
Went quick, didn't suffer. Okay, just boom, gone. All right. That's what I'm seeing.
Lorraine, Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. How do I help my daughter Peaches with her developing gifts to move her toward her purpose? She is very clairvoyant. Thank you. I would say go get Jen's classes on how to do that. That'd be how I'd say it.
How old? Does it say? Is it a teenager?
Yeah.
Peaches. Yeah, you want to send them to me. Because there's a lot of misleading information out there on the internet. And if somebody doesn't keep it divinely centered, God-centered, they could get into a whole bunch of stuff. And it's not all good.
Super Dave, a.k.a. Pork Chop, with a $100 Rumble rant.
Shut
Dave,
up. That is nice.
Best.
Thank you.
Didn't he give us $50 on Monday?
Yeah, he's a good guy. Look at that.
We love you, Dave. Dave, you're going to get a front row seat at the big party in Vegas after this.
Absolutely.
There's need to fill up Mike's beer fund. Okay, Chloe Hair, Kathleen, new subscriber. My name is Kathleen. I'm in the process of breaking it off with my boyfriend, Corey. Should I cut all ties with him? Love you both.
Well,
Carlene, not Kathleen. Carlene.
He is definitely a drain on you. You have made the right decision. Yeah, because he's going to keep coming back, and he's going to keep crying, and he's going to keep doing all this stuff, and it's going to be hard for you to move forward. I'd say it would be best for him as well for a clean break. Because if you keep him hanging on with hope, that's not fair to him either.
115 1156 Lane, Little Red Castle, new subscriber. Thank you. $5 a month. We appreciate that. I think you got a question down here later. Carissa, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Jen, will drinking raw milk and eating raw cheese help rebuild my teeth significantly, or will it have a negative impact?
Well, it would definitely contribute to the production of the enamel and everything. Yeah, the calcium help with your bones. Yeah, but be careful with that.
Yeah, or just take a calcium supplement. You can do that too. Allie Barker, Little Red Castle, says Mark Z says we do not have to wait for the published rate. He is correct. Okay, Wolfcat7, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. I'm Kathy. My nephew Ron Jr. seems to be homeless now. As of today, possibly living out of his car. He is not responding to me. Is he okay? He lives up north and I am down south. So Kathy wants to know if Ron Jr., her nephew, is going to be okay during his rough financial time.
Yeah, he's going to get something worked out. He's going to stay with a friend, sleep on someone's couch. Yeah. He's kind of flopping around between people. He just hasn't had anybody offer, but he will.
Wolfcat wants to know what your cup says.
It says coffee before talkie.
Show it.
Absolutely. It's probably
coffee before talkie.
I have this eclectic coffee cup collection.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody gets me coffee cups.
Well, we need to get you we need to get you a Hecklefish Fistable mug from the Y-Files. You can put your fists in it. It's so big.
Yeah, that's classy. Yeah, so I actually like the big mugs. I like them where I could put like more than two fingers in the handle.
Jen, it's fistable. You can get your whole fist in it.
Yeah, probably not.
It doesn't say it's. I think there's one that says this mug is fistable, but then there's also a fistable Hecklefish mug. I'll talk to Victoria about getting you one of those. Okay. Questions. Oh, McCall 77 $1 Rumble rant.
Thank you.
Little gray whale. Will my husband be able to retire soon? This is Christine and Ryan. Will my husband be able to retire soon?
Translation, is the RV coming soon? Yeah, but I'm not hearing the date clearly.
Okay.
Because it sounded like it said May. I don't know why somebody would wait that long, but well, maybe some people have their reasons. I don't know, but I don't think that's correct. But I feel it's sooner than that.
Anastasia said I did a great job on her name or his name. I don't know whether you're male or female, but that's cool. Come on, guys. 631 of you in the Rumble stream, only 85 likes. Hit that like, hit that thumbs up, because that really helps get the channel noticed by others. Okay, Scott
Ron,
B.
You want to get rid of Suzanne Black? I don't know why she said that, but it seems to have an attitude. No jerks allowed.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we have a couple of fags in there.
Oh no! It's not Suzanne Black. It was the one above it.
Yeah.
Who's a raving lunatic? I'm a raving lunatic. They say.
Yeah. The name that's just our old fag friend.
Oh, that's not Suzanne. Don't. She's yelling at him.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, not her. Yeah, she's like, that's not meant for you. Sorry, we didn't block Suzanne. Okay, Scott B, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. My brother-in-law Jim was told yesterday he will need to start dialysis. Will he get to med beds before he goes to the dialysis? Scott's
No, they're going to start him on dialysis, but there will be a med bed appointment in the future, so he'll be able to stop doing that. Anastasia
says, remember to Red Castle subscribe. You must use a browser. not the app. Hop on into the live, and at the bottom of the chat, you can do that. Yes, thank you. 1156 Lane. Did we get your name before? I saw you up there before. I'm trying to get a name because she's asking about her kitties or his kitties. I don't know. Let me. Okay. Two of my cats are not using their cat box. Can you please tell me what to do? No, not without your name and the name of your pets. We can't. Try.
Get a
Come back.
bigger one. But this is what I can suggest. So many times I've heard this. Get a bigger one. Get a new one. Go get like a big, like more shallow, like big Tupperware clear container, not just a little box, and just throw the old one out. It's got some kind of smell in it. Somebody probably had a bad day. Just get a brand new one.
All right, Pamela Doty, Pamela Doty, $10 Rumble rant. Thank you, Pamela. $10. Hi, Mike and Jen. Pamela Doty here. Will the house on the beach, which I think is perfect for me, still be available after we RV? Will it be mine?
It's not meant for you. There will be another opportunity to find what you want, but that one is in somebody else's story.
Okay, so that's Wally. 1156 Lane is Wally asking about his cat's not using the cat box. Does that help?
Yeah, get a new box.
Get a new box. Get a new box. Completely.
And put a lot of litter in there.
Yeah. That's what I do with mine. I just pile it way up. Christine Packer, Little Red Castle, $5 month subscriber. Will I be able to sell the boat?
Yes, immediately.
Wow, good. Tao of Smoo One, little Rumble rant, $1. Jen, my sweet pit bull Chance is not. This is Sandra. Wants to know about her pit bull Chance. He's not his smiley self. Do you see anything I should focus on in particular?
Tummy problems. Looks like parasites. I'd worm them.
Okay, Lucy, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber says, my daughter Jackie's car got hit from behind. Will they find this guy guilty at the end of the insurance process? If he rear-ended you, I don't see how you can't be guilty.
Yes.
Actually, I got rear-ended once, and they said it was my fault.
I got rear-ended by my mother.
Geico, yeah.
We're following each other when I was pregnant. And the insurance company said, I said, well, it was my mother. And they're like, well, we have this medical claim open. And I was like totally poor and pregnant with one other child and the first child. And they're like, we'd like to give you some money. I'm like, well, thank you very much. I'll take the money. Just so they can close out the claim.
Okay. Yeah, Carlene and Corey, we already answered that question. David Murtos, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Biden looks worse and worse day after day. Will he make it to the election?
That's something that moves and changes, and they decide when and how and everything else. It looks like they're leading up to either removal for health reasons, or they're going to go ahead and let him try to start a world war and remove him from that. That's what I originally got. I think I'm going to stick with it.
Sandy Balone is now a monthly subscriber, $5 a month, Little Red Castle. Thank you. And Tao of Smoo One is a monthly supporter, Little Red Castle, $5 a month. Thank you very much. And let's go to their questions. Beth is Sammy Balone is Beth. My name is Beth. Is the pain in my right hip or thigh leading up to hip replacement, or is it something else? Oh, hip pain can be bad.
Let me look. There's a crack in that joint, that ball thing there, and there's a lot of redness around it. Yeah, it's something that you probably have to have done.
All right. Karen here. Do you see Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber? Karen here. Do you see beachfront property down the road for me?
Well, it's not on the sand, but it's about half a block in.
Okay.
Walkable. Yeah.
Lisa's World, $5, now a $5 a month subscriber. Got a little Red Castle, 1156 Lane gave us a $5 Rumble rant. Thank you, Lane, or whatever your name was. Lisa's World. Lisa wants to know, will my ex ever wake up to the truth? He's your ex. Why do you care? Let him go. I don't care if my ex-wife knows about the truth. I just care that she knows. I just care that she knows that I was right. Sorry, go ahead, Jen. I'm sorry.
That is when it will have the truth presented to him right in front of his face, and he will still deny it.
Yeah,
because he cannot be wrong. Narcissist.
Yep. See, I don't care if my wife wakes up to the truth. I just care that she knows that I was right all along. Annette here, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Will family friend Samantha need to find an additional job, or will her shop expand enough to pay debts?
Debts are not a concern. Shortly. Gabriel just said that.
Andy.
I feel like she hangs in there. I feel like she makes it till then. And there are unexpected funds coming to her as well through the mail from things. So, yeah, she'll be fine. She'll be okay. And then she's got you, Annette, really.
So she's good.
You're going to do something.
Andy, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. I've always wanted to build a giant sports complex for kids, indoors and outdoors. Is this something you see in my future? That sounds like a nice humanitarian project.
What was the name?
Andy.
Well, it's combined with something else. Should you decide to do that, there is a timeline available for that, and but it looks like it's mostly outdoors. There's a lot of you've got track and hurdles and everything outdoors, but then you've also got to bring people into it. You've got it's almost like a fun park, and then you have this huge big building, gymnasium type building. Yeah.
MJ Cardwell, $20 Rumble rant gets a little gray whale. Thank you, MJ Cardwell. Good morning. Just wanted to say hi. Hi to you too. Allie Barker, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber says, my name is Karen. Will my job have more work for me, or should I market to get my own clients?
Just stay where you are. Just stay where you are right now.
Okay. Kim, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber says, I thought I felt a small lump on my cat Raven's left side. Is there a problem? Do I need to get her checked out?
It's basically just like a fat deposit.
Oh, yeah. I had Aurora had one of those on her right shoulders, just water and fluid and a little bit of...
I mean, don't not get the cat checked out because of what I say, but just to alleviate your worry, I do believe it's like a little fat deposit.
Gret LeMay, $5 a month. Little Red Castle is now a...
Oh, crap. All right.
Thank you.
Last one.
Omega 35 on that. Okay. Raven. Okay. Wally wants to know, he says his sister Shelly is missing. Can you at least tell me if she's okay?
Wally?
Yeah. Wants to know if his sister Shelly is okay. She's missing.
Yeah, but she's alive, and but she's stressed. She's in transition. I think she ran away from somebody, and she's trying to. Yeah, if you could find her and reach out to her, she could use some assistance, maybe somewhere to stay.
Okay. Greta would like to know, will I be able to trust Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber? Will I be able to trust my friends that I have in mind to include in my farm project?
Not all. Not all. All right, I got to get going.
All right, Jen has to go, guys. That is it for the questions today. Thank you for being here. Do not forget once again to slide on over to the channel Real News Live with Mike and Jen on Rumble, and follow. And if you can afford it, $5 a month, subscribe. We would appreciate that. That's the best way to help the show. Jen, any final thoughts before we get out of here today? What's your expectation? How do you feel today about
I'm waiting for notifications.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm not letting all the naysayers bring me down, and you shouldn't either.
Okay.
This process has started. And once you start it, you can't stop it. So if it takes a week, or it takes a day, or if it takes 2 weeks, or whatever it is, it's happening.
Okay. You can find Jen on jenniferfalaw.com, on YouTube, Jennifer Falaw Dorian, Philosophy on Telegram, Jennifer Falaw Dorian on Telegram, Philosophy Chat on Telegram. You can find me on mikebarrett.blogspot.com. Real News Live with Mike and Jen on Rumble. On Telegram, it's Mike Barrett 33 or Mike Barrett Chat. On Instagram, it's Mike Barrett 333, all lowercase. On Twitter X, it is capital M, capital B, Mike Barrett 333, at Mike Barrett 333 on Twitter X. I am planning on being on Whiskey and Wisdom with Mark tonight. We're going to have a little more bad dating advice from Mike Barrett, and he's going to want to know what the latest is Jen's got, and I'll just tell him to go look at Jen's Gentel.
Well, maybe I'll be in chat. You can ask me there. We'll see.
Maybe you'll be in chat. All right, guys.
I should be in chat to keep up on you, so you don't say anything.
That's right.
About me.
All right. She wants to make sure I don't say anything wrong, and she wants to make sure I pronounce her full name correctly so people can find her. Right?
Yeah.
Right. All right.
Okay,
Love you guys. Thank you for being here. I'll be back tonight on Whiskey and Wisdom, and have a great Wednesday.